Good morning, Floss Tube. This is Kimberly Ann, and I'm back with video number 17. If you are a new viewer, thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, I want to thank you very much for sticking with me. As of the last video, which was about 3 to 4 weeks ago, I finally hit 100 subscribers. I think I'm at 103 now. And we actually had a giveaway for hitting 100 subscribers, which I'll do that in just a minute so I do not forget at the end of the video. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, whether you're new or returning or you've been a long-time subscriber since I started. I appreciate all of you. If you like what you see today, hit the like and subscribe button below so you can see all the future videos I have coming up. A couple of videos back, I did a Stitch With Me video where I worked on a project and answered some questions. I think I'm going to do that again pretty soon, probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, look forward to that. Everybody said they liked it, so I'm going to do it again. I don't have a ton of stitching done. I have a ton of haul. So a little bit of life stuff before we jump into cross stitch. My husband and I have been looking for a house to rent for a couple of months now. Every time we would find one in our budget we were trying to get smaller and cheaper, because it's just us 90% of the time. Every once in a while our 21-year-old son is here, but the other two one's engaged with kids and one's married with kids. So, you know, it's just basically us. So we don't need a big house and we don't need a ton of rent. We're not ready to buy. He was born and raised in Bay St. Louis where we live. I was born in Louisiana and raised between the Kill and Bay St. Louis in Mississippi, which are both on the coast. But I really, really want to move like somewhere different. I don't know why, I just do. I want to move maybe to Savannah, Georgia or somewhere, or maybe to Florida, maybe even Texas. I don't know. I want to get like out into the land. I love the coast, but this is all I've ever known. So he doesn't want to leave here. This is home to him. He's born and raised here. He does not want to leave, so we're not ready to buy. So we're still renting. And plus he moves around for his job, so we haven't really decided what we want to do. So anyway, that was a long tangent. We had been looking for a house to rent, and every time we would find one small and in our budget, we would call about it, and one of two things would happen. Either it was already rented and it just hasn't fallen off the Zillow list yet, or we would call about it and it would be, oh yeah, that's available and it's such and such a price per month. And I'm like, well, Zillow says, you know, sometimes it was $150 cheaper. And they're like, oh yeah, but I listed that like 2 years ago. Okay, well, if you're being shady like that, then I know that I don't even want to look at the house because I don't want to deal with shady people. So we were just having bad luck. Well, the day before his birthday, June 26th, had nothing packed because, like I said, we had been looking for months. I got up and I was like, let me just check Zillow one more time. If not, we'll go right around and see what we can find. So got on Zillow and I was searching, and I found this cute little 1940s house. It was actually built in 1940, so my house is 80 years old, y'all. Anyway, I found the house. It was in our budget. It was in a good neighborhood. It's actually in a POA neighborhood. So I called the lady and she had 3 questions. Number 1, could we afford the monthly note? I was like, absolutely. I wouldn't have called if we couldn't. Number 2, how soon can you move in? And I was like, how soon do you need to move in? I said, I can move in as soon as you need me to, or I can wait as long as you want because we're not in a hurry to move. And she said, well, I'd like to rent it today, or, you know, I'd like to rent it soon. So if you like it, you can rent it today and start moving in today. That's up to you. She said, because it's been off the market for quite a few months because of people before you tore it up. She said, she actually had to evict them. She said, so this is one of my retirement paychecks. She said, so I would like to rent it as soon as possible. And so that's fine. And the third one was, do we have drug addiction? or do we sell drugs? So evidently the people before us were not good tenants. I don't know. I just know they got evicted. So anyway, my daughter-in-law and I come and look at the house. 10 minutes later, I rented it. Had zero packed, like zero. So, of course, my husband's 50th birthday was the next day. I call him at work. I'm like, honey, I just rented a house. He's like, okay, well, when are we moving? I'm like, as soon as possible. Like, the rent's paid. Let's just move. So we took the weekend off because it was his 50th birthday. We went and did went to the racetrack all day on Saturday till like midnight. Sunday we kind of lazed around the house and I got a little bit of packing done. So that Monday we were like in super mood of packing. He was still working, so it was basically me packing, me moving. We moved in the very next weekend. So life has been chaotic. The week before I had I didn't do a video. I think I didn't do a video that week because I was trying to look for a house. And just everything was crazy. So it's been a couple of weeks. And now we're in a new place, a new old place. It's a very cute house built in 1940. It is definitely 1940 style. But I love old things, so this is perfect for me. It's on a nice little cute piece of land, and it's in a very nice neighborhood. They have a POA, and they have multiple pools around the neighborhood. The neighborhood is huge. It's a whole city. And I'm so excited. I still have to go get our pool passes. I did not do that yet. But the pool, like you walk out of my yard, and it's like a half a block of that way for the pool that's closest to us. So I can just throw a bag over my shoulder with my cross stitch and go sit at the pool and stitch all day. So I'll be getting my exercise, walking there and back, and sitting at the pool, and I can swim to cool off. So that is awesome, y'all. I'm so excited. I'll probably go get my pool passes later today. Okay, so enough about life stuff. Let me get into the giveaway first so I do not forget, because I know if I wait, I'll forget. So just a reminder, this is what I was giving away. Whoops, there's a bit glare on it. It is Summer by Country Cottage Needleworks. It has fabric to go with it that I dyed specifically for this project, and it also has the flosses in there. They're in there. I just don't want to open it. So the winner of this is, her YouTube name is Tammy B. So Tammy, I'm going to put all my contact information in the description box below. As soon as you contact me with your mailing address, I will get that in the mail to you, and my mail comes late, so if you contact me early enough today, I may even get in the mail today for you. So congratulations. Thanks everyone for 100 subscribers. I'm so excited about that. I never thought I'd hit 100. Okay, so I have a little bit of stitching and a lot of haul. I'm going to show you my two finishes before I get into what I've worked on recently. So I don't remember if I showed y'all in the last video, but I finished this one. Actually, I think I finished this right after the last video. But this is Old Glory by Priscilla and Chelsea, one of their cup series. And it is on Fortnite Fabric of the Month fabric. I think it's Bianchetto or Cianchetto, something like that. And then I also have this one that I finished, and that's the last one I'm putting on this fabric because I don't have any more room. But this is Honeybee, another one of the cup series by Priscilla and Chelsea. And then I also have the other two pieces on there. My Sew Tweet that I've showed y'all, and my Floss Tube and Chill. So eventually these will get finished. I just gotta unpack everything. I'm doing good on unpacking, actually. I think I have 5 totes and 2 boxes left. And I think most of the stuff of the totes are actually, going back into the shed once we move the shed here, because the shed is still at my son's house. All right. Let's see. Let me show you what I'm working on today. This is a new start for me. I'm going to show you it first because it is still in the lap frame. But it is, Lindy Stitches, Beautiful Things. And I also dyed the fabric for this one myself to match the project, and that's how far I've gotten. I haven't gotten a lot of, I've gotten a lot of stitching done in the last week, but not my normal amount, because every time I sit down to stitch, I'm like, oh, I really should be unpacking a box, or I really should be doing this. So I'll stitch for a few minutes and then I get up and do something else. So it's going to take me a little while to get back in my groove. A lot of my stuff is still packed, a lot of it. So I'm having to pick and choose what I do. And then what's really crazy is my sewing room. I had a huge sewing room before, and it's been packed up for 10 months. So I'm like unpacking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in so long. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, I need to finish that. Like, it's been crazy, y'all. I can't get anything accomplished. But I worked on Mary Needleworker. The pattern's somewhere. I don't know. I haven't unpacked it yet. But I'm sure you've seen it. Everybody's working on it. We're doing the Sal for this one. The Friends of Marysal is the hashtag. I'm sorry, not the. It's hashtag Friends of Marysal. And so you can join us. But I worked on the skirt some more. I actually was up here, like in the middle of this empty space. So I got down to there. So that's a little bit of progress. I mean, actually that's a lot. That's a lot of stitching. So I'm working diligently here and there to get that done. Not a lot of progress on it, but it's progress. That skirt is getting quite daunting to work on, but you know, I'm getting there. So my next project I worked on is Serena by Lila Studio. And the last time you saw it, I had, whoops, I gotta get me one of those little boards to use, y'all. I don't even know where my poster board is right now. The last time you saw it, it was all the mermaid and there. I did all of this in the sand. And I think it's a Berry Blush is what it's called by Weeks Dye Works that I used for the coral, for the pink. And then the called for color for the sand. And y'all, I love this pattern so much. I don't know what I'm gonna make out of it, honestly, because I love mermaids so much. I kind of feel like I want to use it for something that I'm going to use, but then again, I kind of feel like it's so pretty I want to display it all the time. So I have no idea. I'm so confused on that one. Like, most of the time when I stitch something, I'm like, I already know what I'm going to do with it, but I haven't decided on that one. And then this little sucker, I love this pattern, but I should have not saved the white for the last part because I stitched like 5 stitches and I'm like, I don't want to do this right now. So this is Freedom by Rovaris, and I have everything done except the white in the border. So I think the last time you saw it, I had like just 2 or 3 pieces of white done here, so I've done all the way to there. But this is such a cute piece, and it's on deal from Picture This Plus that I got at 1-2-3 Stitch, and it's 18 count. I am loving 18 count, y'all. I have been stitching off and on for almost 30 years, and I've always stitched on 14. I tried the 28, the 32, and the 36. My eyesight is just so bad, and it's getting so much worse so rapidly that I ended up actually giving all my 32, well, everything 28 and higher, I gave to Becky from Getting Stitchy With It, Becky Crafty Mama on Instagram. I actually just mailed it to her and was like, look, if you can use this, use this. If not, give it to somebody else. Because honestly, I cannot see it. I have a hard time seeing it. I'm sure with a magnifier more than my glasses, I could probably see it, but I don't know. I don't, I guess because I've been stitching so long, I don't like the over 2 thing either. So I just gave up. But 18 count, once I stitched one piece on it, I was hooked. And now I'm like, I have so much 14 count left to use, and I don't even want to use it. But I will, because I got a bunch. So my next piece is Miss Mary Mac. I didn't get much done on her, but I did get some. And I think I told y'all last time, my granddaughter decided I bought this pattern specifically because it reminds me of my granddaughter when she was little, my oldest granddaughter, and her wild hair. She would just, Gigi, I like it like this. And it would be like, she's mixed. So, and she has really tight, fluffy curls. They're not loose. My middle granddaughter hers are really loose and kind of flowy. My oldest granddaughter's really tight curls. So if you don't treat it, it's like frizzy. So she would get up and I swear she looked just like this little girl. So I bought this pattern and she has since decided that she wants it made into a throw pillow for her bed because she just got, her and her sister, a while back, their baby brother, who's about to be 4 next month. No, sorry. He's about to be 3 next month. I'm sorry. Look, y'all, I'm crazy. He's about to be 3 next month. He got new furniture a couple of months ago. So I think last month or the month before, my daughter and son-in-law bought the 2 daughters brand new bedroom furniture and redid their room. So she said she's got black, white, and purple in her room. So she wants this made into a throw pillow, and she wants me to trim it in purple, and then she wants like a dark purple patterned fabric on the back. So she was very specific. But this is Miss Mary Mac, and we are going to call her Amelie because that is my granddaughter's nickname. Her name is Amelia, but when she was a baby and she was able to sit up, the song by Lil Wayne, Amelie, would come on, and she'd do this, so she got nicknamed Amelie. So we call this one Amelie. And Amelie is going to be a pillowcase. I think this is the last thing I worked on, and I'm 99% sure this is the only other thing I've worked on. So this is the Blue Flowers Night Walked Down. I am using the DMC conversion, so I have blended threads, but I'm doing it on fabric I dyed myself. The last time you saw it, all I had done was this little outline of the flower and this stem. So I've done all of these stems and leaves, and I've started on the peacock. And the fabric I dyed myself. I don't know why. I know it's night walked down, so it's supposed to be dark, but I really like it on this bright blue. I don't know why. I just tried it on a darker color fabric, like the pinkish color that's on there, and I didn't like the way it looked. I ripped it out. That's actually one of the fabrics I gave to Becky. And then I just decided I want to try it on this blue, and I absolutely love the colors with the blue. So that's what we're sticking to. So now I am on to my haul. So I'm going to start with a big haul first because it's a lot. I bought 2 more of these Michael's rolling carts for my cross-stitch stuff. Or, well, one for my cross-stitch stuff, one for my Etsy shop because I have a bunch of stuff. Like my shipping labels, my packing envelopes, all my packing supplies and business cards, my printing paper, and then all the fabric that I have dyed that's listed in the shop is on the other cart. This one is for what I'm currently working on, so I can roll it to the living room if I want to stitch out there and watch TV with my husband. And then this is the one I've been having. It's right here. It's a freaking mess. It's the one that all my cross-stitch supplies are on. Well, that and this humongous bookshelf that's over here. Then I also got this Ott floor lamp at an amazing steal on Wednesday. It was regular $129.99. It's the one that has the where you can take the top section off, take the pole out the middle, and make it a table lamp too. And it has the 30 LEDs around the inside, so it's really super bright, and it has the magnifier on top. It was $129.99, and then it was on sale for $77.99. But then I had a coupon in my app that was 25% off of your total purchase if you did order online and pick up in store. So I did that. So after tax, I ended up paying $63 for it. So that was awesome. I was so excited because ot lights are expensive and I've been wanting one forever, and I knew I could see better with it. I just didn't want to spend the money. And so when I realized I can use that coupon, I was like, geez, I really should get two. But I only bought one. I may buy another one just to keep in the living room because I do have another coupon. As soon as I bought that, they gave me another coupon. So, and I think the sale's on until Saturday. So I may see if the store I got that one from still has them, and I might get another. The next thing I bought was 1,000 plastic bobbins. I had been buying them for like $2 something a pack at Hobby Lobby. Someone shared in the, I think the Stitching with the Housewives group, that she bought 1,000 of them on Amazon, and they're actually the Doris brand that I bought anyway. And they were like $21 and change with Amazon Prime, so I got them in 2 days. So I don't have to run out and buy bobbins for a while. But that just means I have to sit down and bobbinate like the 500 or 600 skeins of floss I have. Ugh, I hate doing that. I mean, I like doing it, but I don't want to spend 2 weeks doing it. Some more haul I got. I love these little pinch, I don't know what I guess they're called spring tension hoops. They're cheap. They're by Doris. I love these for small in-hand projects. Like if I'm not going to put it in my frame. The only thing I use my frame for is if I'm using my big Q snaps. So when I'm stitching something small, I had one of these, the 5-inch, and one of the 7-inch. So every time I would go to switch to a new chart, I would have to, or another project I was working on, I would have to pull the WIP out that I had just finished, take the hoop off, put it on the new one, and then when I would go to stitch something else, I'd have to dig through all my WIPs to see which one the hoop that I needed was in. So I bought 5 of these and 5 of these, and now they're just hanging on the wall. So when I need one, I just have one, and then I'll leave it until I'm done with the project. Okay, so here's another stack of haul. Oops. I actually have more haul, y'all. I'm going to count my sewing table that I bought as haul, but I don't want to move the camera around to show y'all, but it's really big. It's over here. So first off, I finally got my pre-order copy from Needle Case Goodies of the Halloween Cross Stitch magazine. This is by far my favorite issue of the entire year, every year. I like it better than the Christmas one because Halloween is my favorite holiday. I ordered some stuff from Lindy Stitches. I didn't order everything to do the ex-girlfriend, but I ordered some. I bought the floss kit and I bought the Grubby Wog ribbon because I have fabric and stuff that I'm going to use already. And I bought the chart. And I just love Stephanie. I think I have almost everything on her, that she has in her Etsy shop. I have almost every pattern. Like, it's an addiction. It's bad. I have an addiction to stitching with housewives, too. Okay, so I have, let's see, Buzz of the Bees by Stitching with the Housewives. Little House Needleworks, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. My grandson wants to be a professional baseball player when he's older, so I'm going to stitch that up for him. His birthday is next month. It will not get done in time for his birthday because I have not finished Space, which I was doing for his birthday. So that'll be probably Christmas, maybe his birthday next year. I mean, he's only going to be 3, so he's got a while before he gets, professional. Okay, then I have Hands-On Designs, Humble Home, or, yeah, Humble Honey. Good Lord. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't read today. I may have shown y'all that last time. I don't remember, so I'm just going to show you because I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember what I showed y'all. And I wanted to get this filmed while nobody was here, so it was quiet. Then I have Little House Needleworks, Farm Life. Bree Stitching Stuff, like Bree Stitching Stuff is stitching that, and I saw it when she first shared it, and it was so cute that I had to get it because my kitchen is going to be decorated in a farmhouse and farm animals. So I don't know when I'll start it because I need to get some holiday stuff done, but I'm going to start it soon. I also have, what is this? Jolly Saint Nick and Rudolph by Stitching with the Housewives. And then I have a bunch of their little Friday releases. I have the new one that came out today, Merry Miss Claus. I have Yard Sauce. I absolutely love this one. I'm actually in the process of making homemade yard sauce. I'm just waiting for a few more tomatoes to be ripe, and then I will be making it. This one is Hello Summer. This one is Bloom. I may have shown y'all this one already. This one is Beach. Sorry about the crappy picture. My color ink ran out and I was not home. I was printing from somewhere else. And I didn't realize the printer was running out of ink till I got home and saw it. And I just didn't want to waste ink to reprint it. Let's see. I have Jolly Claus. And everybody's Jolly Claus is so cute. I have been patiently or impatiently watching everybody stitch it up while I'm trying to get caught up on other stuff so I can start on mine. And then I have Gingham Greetings. That's all my Stitching with the Housewives stuff for today. I took a leap of faith and bought the fabric and the chart to do some black work. I tried it once before and I wasn't sure about it, but I'm going to give it another shot and hopefully I can do it because this is a big one. I bought Peppermint Purple's Blackwork USA map, and it also comes with a heart that you can put on this state that you either live in or that you're from. Either one, I guess, whichever state holds the best in your heart. And then I bought this 18 count white opalescent fabric to stitch it on. Everybody's out of plain white, so I had to get the opalescent. It's kind of stiff, but I'm going to wash it before I start and see if that helps. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because I already know that I'm going to frame this piece whenever it gets done. So I guess stiff is kind of okay if you're framing. If I'm making a pillow, I don't like it stiff, but I guess since I'm framing it, it will be okay. Y'all let me know your thoughts on that. But I'm going to wash it anyway before I start. I'm not sure when I'm going to start this. While they had the fabric, I went ahead and bought the pattern and the fabric. I don't remember if I showed y'all this yet, so I'm going to show you. Because actually, I think it came in when I was packing, so I don't think I did. But I bought some fabrics from 123 Stitch. I have, this is all 18 count. Cherub. Confetti. Let's see. Mystic. Sprite. Hope y'all can see these. The lighting in here is terrible. And then these two pieces are bigger. These are 12 by 17s. This one is Jazz. And then this one is the Heartland. It is so hard to get my hands on Heartland. I have been trying to get a piece of Heartland for like weeks. Probably 3 months. I mean, I think since March. Every time I put in my shopping cart and I get done shopping and I go to order or to click checkout, it'll say, oh, sorry, this is sold out. So I was really excited to get that piece. I really wanted the big $66 piece, but it's fine. I'll deal with what I got. I don't need it right now. These are not for anything specific. They're just to have on hand. Because I never know when I'm going to find a pattern that I want to work on, and I just kind of go with the fabric I have, unless it's something that really needs to be on a specific kind or color of fabric. I'll just grab what I have. So I have this just on hand, so in case I need it. And then I bought Hawker and Hollow, the pattern, a couple of months back. But I actually bought 18 count country vintage fabric to do it on. And I bought all the floss to do it. I think I'm missing one or two that they were out of, but I'll get it. I mean, there's so much to this pattern that when I start it, I can just skip over the part until I find the thread I need. Floss. I call it thread. I'm sure everybody else calls it floss. But that is it for all my haul and my finishes and my stitching. I don't really have anything else. Oh yes, I do. I know I said I have been unpacking and I keep finding things that I love that I don't know what, for whatever reason, I just was like, oh, I forgot about that. But I do have two of our most favorite quilts that I've done. And these are the two that we use like every single day. My husband uses one of them in the morning because when he gets up, he covers up. He's a little chilly before he goes to work because he keeps the house ice cold. Like I'm always freezing. And then the other one's the one when I'm ready to watch TV or I sit down to stitch, I cover up with it. Actually, I have three to show you. I have a little one that I keep in my sewing room. This one is the one I cover up the most with when I'm stitching. It is AKA my sewing quilt. So it's just a little 10-inch slicer quilt. The quilting ruler and the pattern is by Crafty Gemini, Vanessa Wilson. And then on the back, I just had this cute, oh, it's upside down. I just had this cute, like home fabric. I don't even know what to call it because it has stitching stuff and baking stuff on there all at the same time. And I had bought like, I think it was on sale maybe at Hobby Lobby. I had bought like 10 yards of it because it was so cheap. It was like $2.50 a yard. So I just figured I'd back one of my quilts with it. This is my very, very first complex quilt when I was learning how to quilt. This is Vanessa from the Crafty Gemini, her quilt club's first year-long quilt-along. And it's not bid size, it's lap size, but it's square, so it's really big and it repeats itself. It's opposite on both sides. And this is my very first attempt at like real FMQ. I'm going to show you the back. Now you'll see there's bird nest on here. I FMQ'd this, which is, if you don't know, is free motion quilting. I did this on my domestic machine. So I am super, super proud of this quilt. Like I never thought I had done like a jelly roll strip quilt. Let me show you the front with the quilting. I just tried something different in the corners. I tried to make a fancy little plant with a swirl, and then I did the little pebbles to make the color pop. And then the rest I just did, I don't even know what that is. It's not really scrolls, it's not really anything. It's just I winged it as I went. But I never in my life thought I could make anything like a pieced quilt like my grandma used to make when I was little. And because actually right before I joined the quilt club, I actually taught myself how to sew. So I never thought that was possible. And I made that one. So I was super excited. And now I'm addicted to quilting. I have like 40 quilt tops I unpacked the other day and washed. And I'm like so dreading the thought of that I have 40 quilt tops to finish because I don't have my quilting frame set up. I don't have room in this house for it. So I'm going to have to do them on the domestic machine. So this it's called a tumbler block. This is actually the block. You cut the tumbler pattern out and you stitch it on the sides. This is a Missouri Star Quilting Company quilt block. And the template is theirs, the ruler. But this pattern, this quilt block is so easy and I love it. It's cute. Like you can tell it's a cute quilt. It's pieced, but it's so quick and simple that I have made, I think, 4 of these. 2 of them we use in my house almost every day. And then on the back, my mom had given me some old floral fabric and I just didn't know what I was going to do with it. And it was a lot. So I was like, well, I'll just back one of my quilts with it. And a lot of times I use sheets. I'll go to the store and buy a nice quality sheet if I need a really big piece and I can't find the fabric I need. So yeah, that's my three of my favorite quilts. I have, I would say, hundreds of quilts. Probably I have quilts that my great grandmother made. I have quilts that my grandmother made. I have quilt blocks that my aunt made, who passed away when I was young. Then I've done quilting swaps, where we swap quilt blocks or strips or pieces of fabric. So I've got like the Rubbermaid shoe boxes. I have shoe boxes full of quilt blocks that are finished that I'm gonna mix and match and make some mix match quilts and give them as gifts. Like I said, I had 40, y'all. I'm addicted to making quilt tops. I had 40 quilt tops that I need to finish. One is like, I think it's like 5.5 feet wide by 7.5 feet long. It's king size, so it can't even fit on my quilting frame. I'm probably going to end up having to pay someone to quilt that for me. And it was an ABC block that was 12 by 12, or no, 10 by 10, I'm sorry. But it was an ABC block that I did in a swap group, and everybody had the same, like I had, I think, the A, so I had to make 26 A's. So everybody did a letter, and we swapped them through the mail, and then we had this really giant quilt top. So that is going to be a play quilt for my grandkids. I just have to send it off somewhere to get it quilted because, number one, my quilt frame is not up. And number two, it only holds up to a queen, and that's pretty much, once I trim it out, it's going to be a king. So I'll have to get that one done by somebody else. But it's really cute because you could use any fabric you wanted. So there's like floor fabric and patterns and batiks, baby patterns, like race cars, school fabric. It's just whatever. And it's so cute because it reminds me of the old quilts my grandma used to make with her scraps. Like, she didn't care what it looked like. She just threw pieces together and made quilt blocks. So I absolutely love it. So yeah, maybe next time, not the next video. I think I may do a separate video and just like run through some of my quilt tops and some of my other sewing that I do. And keep that off of here. I don't mind showing one or two things, but I don't want to tie y'all up with stuff y'all might not want to see. So that's about it. I apologize for not having a lot of work, a lot of stitching to show y'all, but I was in the middle of moving. I'm still unpacking. So hopefully next week. I'm not even sure I'll do a video next week. It may be the week after because I still have a lot of stuff to do. I still have Dish Network coming. I have appointments. I have to pick up a washer machine because my washer broke. Like, it's crazy. So I will hopefully have a video next week. If not, it will be the week after. I'll kind of keep y'all up to date on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me there. That way, if I'm not going to have one next week, I'll just say, hey, postponing the video, and give y'all kind of a timeline of when I'll have it. Hopefully next time I'll have a lot more work done. I have a couple more projects I want to start, and I have a couple that I want to try to knock out a good bit of because we're coming up into the holiday season, and I have a lot of holiday stitching to do. So, that's all for now. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I've missed y'all. I appreciate you being here. And for now, stay kind and love one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.